Welcome.
I don't know how I feel about this.
To another episode of the Nothing and Everything podcast, where today we will talk a lot of nothing
and a little bit about everything.
Man, it's been some time.
I feel like there's been a lot of changes.
It's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while.
Who sings that? That's Nickelback? Nickel Creek. No, that's... Who is that?
Harris Creed.
That's not...
That's not Creed.
That's not Creed.
Creed is, with arms wide open.
You didn't sing that high like you normally do.
No, but okay. So here's what I found out the other day.
Gosh.
No. So you remember that? You might want to give some context. But I thought if I could sing all the songs, it would be like the chorus of Elton John, "Crocodile Rock." Yeah, hear it in your head.
No. I was like, I don't know who.
That is the falsetto that I'm going for.
I know who Elton John is, but I couldn't tell you until
Rock?
you sang it. I had no idea what Crocodile Rock was.
Well, I heard it the other day just so randomly, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
I don't listen to Elton John.
I was just on the radio or something.
At all.
Really?
You listen to the radio?
Every once in a while.
I don't know the last time radio has been
like
on.
a radio playlist, like on Spotify or something like that. Like
so you listen to Spotify, but not the radio.
But I have listened to the radio recently.
Yeah? On purpose?
Yeah.
What was your reasoning?
I don't know. I didn't want to mess with. I didn't want to take the time to figure out what to listen to. It was just easy. Maybe
just listen to commercials the whole time?
Well, that's when I don't listen to it. Is that? So.
What do you listen to all the time? Youngin?
DMX.
DMX? You were about to lose your mind up in here just a little while ago.
Rough Rider. Oh, sorry.
Country music?
Country.
Do you like listen to the radio or do you listen to a playlist?
Do you make a playlist? You're like, hey, here's my top 10 country songs.
Why is his voice so high? What is wrong?
Yeah, I've got a playlist called E-Hop.
Wait, you don't even have a mic on.
No one's even going to hear him.
They can hear me right here.
What's going on? This is not a way to start off 2023. I thought we were coming out of the gate hot, and this is what we're giving the people?
Well, yeah.
The production value has...
So last week I was out of the country. I was in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, tell us about that.
With some students. And our driver, he's Spanish speaking, and he started playing some music on his phone. So it was like Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA kind of stuff, So he's like waving his hands in the air. So
he was waving his hands.
So then like he would pass his phone around and people would pick a song and then, play it, whatever. So I'm like the only old head, right?
Yeah.
So I want to play like all the old stuff. But then I was like, you know what? It's a bunch of high school seniors in here. I'll play something that, I'll connect with them somehow through my musical.
What did you do?
I played that song called Huntin' Land. It's a country song. Have you heard the song Huntin' Land?
I have not.
It's actually really funny. Austin was the one who told me about it.
Yeah?
Really funny song. It's pretty much this guy's like married to some girl. She's not really happy with him. He's not really happy with her. But he don't want to leave her because her dad has hunting land up like 10,000 acres up in Kentucky or something.
I respect that.
It's just funny. I mean, I don't condone,
staying with your spouse because of the potential inheritance.
Right. So anyway.
Sounds legit to me. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna be set up in a few years.
You're terrible.
Well,
anyway.
I just was when I was looking at you, I was like, "You're all I have to look at." What camera? What? Oh, they're not. It's just that camera.
It's just one camera.
It's just one camera. We're kind of a one. Is that like the new thing in 2023? Is it probably like a new?
The one camera thing was like the and it's a little bit crooked too. So
it does. It's like I think by the end of the show it's gonna be
yeah.
Be shooting the floor.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's like The Office. The Office was shot with like a single camera. That was like the new thing, right?
Yes.
So we're kind of taking it back to the old school because we're so cool.
Old fools.
We are old
shovel.
fools.
Can you dig it, fool? Tell them about the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, it was a fantastic trip. It's one of those things where,
you're kind of a regular down there, right? When they saw you step off the plane, they were like, Mr. Malloy.
Papi.
Is that what they?
No. No. So no, I've only been there 3 times. This time was a great time. Actually, my own son was there, so it was good. Yeah. So, it's one of those trips where you know, we have so much here in the U.S., and it's easy to go, oh, I don't have this, so I don't have anything. But then when you go down there, when you go anywhere really outside of the U.S., any sort of developing country or whatever, you go there and you look around, and like these people in the DR, the Dominicans, it's beautiful people. They, like the believers that we went to go see in these villages, they have this joy that is
It's different.
unearthly. It's otherworldly.
Ooh, I like otherworldly.
Yeah.
I like that.
To the point where,
Heavenly realmly.
like, they have nothing, yet when they sing, it's with great passion and
You rarely hear that like on a Sunday
Right.
or even at camps. Or
yeah.
something
Here
like,
it's just like, hey, it's a little loud, or
I didn't like that song.
yeah, why
Why are
is
we doing
it-
that? Why are we doing that verse?
Right,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't like this version
That
of
was
the song.
me. That was my inner dialogue on Sunday
Oh,
morning.
I thought I figured it'd be up here.
I don't like this song.
Why are we singing this song?
Why are we singing like this, John?
So anyway, so it's just neat. It's just neat for people to be able to see that and experience that, and
cool.
to see these believers who have literally nothing. They do have iPhones though, but they won't have anything else. Like we're
That is
like
true,
we're
yeah.
taking food to these people. They have nothing, but they'll have an iPhone.
Yeah,
So-
that is pretty universal. I've traveled a decent amount, you know, maybe 10 or 12 different countries, and some of them have been rather remote. And hey, these people, you know, traveled here for 3 or 4 days, and they came out of the mountains, or they came from this village, or they had to cross this river. I got an iPhone like 14, and I was like,
We went to.
"Oh, is that out?" I was like, "Wow, how did you get that? That was awesome."
That's better than what I
I
got.
was like, I got an 8. What?
You have an 8?
Oh yeah, I do.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Why do you have an 8?
because it's still working.
Does it still update?
So that's been the
I bet your pictures are trash.
That's been the controversy in my home right now. My daughter, who is young and hip and cool, probably doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, she totally
She
listens.
has I don't know. It's not the newest, but it's a whole lot newer than mine.
Yeah.
She's like, Dad, mine's about to not be able to update. Yours is never going to update. And I'm like, you just don't update. You know, it's like you don't update if you don't update.
You know, you're the reason why we keep getting all these emails in our work email where it's like, stop getting your accounts hacked. Because you're
somebody sends me a subject that says, "Hey, check this out." I'm like, "Oh, I should click on that."
Hey, Best Buy
That's
gift
not-
card.
I
Click
don't
here.
do that.
You know?
Best Buy gift card.
Amazon wants to give you $500.
I'm giving them out all the time. Seriously. You know?
Hey, there's a prince in Nigeria that you're related to.
Yeah, that one circulated around for a while. That was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
You remember dial-up? Did you ever have dial-up internet?
I had dial-up internet.
I was explaining it to my children the other day. I mean, the things that I have to explain to my children, they're just like, I don't know.
Well, you got to start with a home phone before
Right.
you can go dial-up,
A corded
right?
phone, a home
So-
phone with a landline. They were like, what? And I was
Yeah.
like, and, you know, you had to either poke the numbers or turn the wheel.
And if you messed up,
Oh, man.
it's
you
like
gotta start
my
over.
phone number growing up was 922-2443, so it was like 9.
Oh, a bunch of nines.
Then it's like 222-443.
Did you have a really long cord?
I did. That's the only way you have privacy.
I remember, like, it was like big time when you got like a cordless phone.
That was a big deal. Yeah.
You know, when you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't have to stand in the kitchen anymore.
Right,
I
right.
can go stand on the porch.
Yep.
Man, look
Those
at
were
that.
the
huh?
days.
We felt like those old men are back. Yeah,
Yep.
you were back in the day.
Yep.
Well, good, Gerald. What else is going on in 2023? Have you made some resolutions?
I have made some resolutions.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Break them down. This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, I mean,
Shockingly.
really, it's just one resolution that I have. So, and I made it before and succeeded, and so I was like, you know what, I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna go back to that. So,
All right, just keep that to
you
yourself.
wanna- you wanna
I didn't
know
know
what
if
it
you
is?
want to put it out there for the public.
I don't mind putting it out there. So, so there was a point in time where I enjoyed reading a lot,
Oh.
and then I got to the point where I didn't really enjoy it as much. Well, and plus a lot of the books that were coming out, I didn't care for them, but like the
A lot of the books that were coming out?
like the topical stuff, the stuff that was happening in society caused certain books to kind of rise to the top that people were reading. And I don't care to read some of that stuff.
Harry
So
Potter?
I just, like Harry Potter.
Have you read Harry Potter books?
No.
Okay. I just didn't know if that was your genre.
Why
Like
would you read a
teenage
Harry Potter book when there's a
Sci-fi
movie out?
fantasy. I've never seen a Harry Potter
I could
movie
read the
either.
book over like 10 weeks, or I could watch the
10
movie
weeks.
in 10 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you picked it back up.
You know, for the longest time, I thought I read Lord of the Rings, and it turned out I was reading Lord of the Flies. Remember? You remember that book, Lord of the Flies?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever read it, but I mean, I know the.
Yeah.
Probably a little different.
Yeah.
I never remember Aslan in the Flies.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, then I get that confused with Jeff Goldblum and The Fly. Do you know what The Fly?
Deep dive here.
He doesn't. Do you know who Jeff Goldblum is? Oh my god.
He's the apartment.com guy. Isn't that right?
He's the old white-haired guy in Jurassic World. Or Jurassic.
He is also
World,
Will Smith's. He's the. I'm trying to think. What was it? Independence Day or?
He wouldn't know that.
See, he has seen the movie.
You see his new tattoo?
Ooh, is it the
1997?
What is that?
That's when he was born.
Oh my word! I was like
97.
college.
I had my associate's degree by then.
I have my associate. Is that true?
That is a pretty sweet tattoo. I didn't
You
even know
should
you
get
got
the
it. Why didn't you tell me?
Is that like just to remember?
Like, hey, bro, I got a new tat.
Yeah. Nice.
That is a weird spot to get a tattoo.
I'm working on my life.
Oh my gosh. So, anyway, my resolution
Yeah. Back to
is to read. I want to read 26 books this year. Doesn't sound like a lot, but 26 books.
So when you go about choosing the 26 books, are they pre-selected? Are you working off a list, or just like, this is striking my fancy at this moment?
So it'll be a little mixture of all of that. If
Yep.
something comes up, then I'll add it into my list. But like, typically, our church puts out,
Mhm.
a pretty good list of books. So I enjoy reading those books. And you meet with a group of guys, I meet with a group of guys, and we kind of read through books together and stuff like that. So all
those
that's
are
fun.
included in that.
Oh yeah, those are included in that.
But like
so.
if you're going to choose outside of, let's just say outside of church world, theology, whatever, those kind of anything out from under that umbrella, like leisurely reading.
Yeah, no.
What are you going to read?
There's no such thing as leisurely reading for me.
Well, really?
Yeah, I don't like nothing. Like, I would rather watch a documentary.
I like a good documentary.
I'd rather watch something on like World War II
Yeah.
than read a book on World War II.
Yeah.
So I'm more of a visual guy. Like people are like, "Oh, the book is so much better." I'm like, "How?" I hear my voice, this monotone, reading through. Yeah, everything's super high pitched and squealy in your
I
head.
should do audiobooks for people. I should, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I think my voice would be perfect for audiobooks.
that'd be great.
Let me read some of our notes that we have today.
I didn't even know we had notes.
Well, we don't really have notes.
Let me need my note that we have today. I
Note,
just looked over.
Getting food delivered. No, we talked about that last time. Remember the whole
That
food
was
delivery?
the mystery episode.
That's the episode that happened yet didn't happen.
You can follow us now on, is it Patreon, where you can like give them like
I don't
people
know.
on some
I don't
extra
know what
content?
that is.
But you got to pay for it though, right?
I don't know.
This is about to be subscription based.
The other thing was
but not really.
Humpty Dumpty was not an egg. So I was thinking about this the other day. Why do we think Humpty Dumpty was an egg? This is like a Mandela effect thing, right?
Explain that.
Mandela effect is when you see something and you think it's like a logo or a photo or something, and in your mind you think you saw one thing, but you actually never saw one thing. Like Curious George, he never had a tail, right? But if you look at a picture with
I'm
Curious
visualizing it
George,
really hard in my head right now.
if you have a picture of Curious George with a tail, you'd be like, oh, Curious George. But Curious George, the original, he didn't have a tail. So
why is that called the Mandela? Like
Mandela effect?
Like Nelson Mandela, or is there some other Mandela? Is there another Mandela that I'm not aware of?
Nelson is the only Mandela I'm aware of.
Okay,
However, I'm not sure why it's called the Mandela effect.
So you are saying because.
Okay, all right, here you go. Prime example right here. Tell me about the bears. There's a mama bear, a dad bear, and then there's two little kid bears, and they go to school. What's that? It's the cartoon and it's children's books.
Yeah.
What is that called?
I don't know.
Just say
a
it.
Trap now.
No, it's no trap. Just say what you think it is.
It would be Berenstain Bears.
Say that again.
Is it Berenstain Bears?
No.
Is
So,
it Beery? I don't know what it is now.
let me look it up. It's the Berenstain Bears.
I said Berenstain Bears
right.
the first time.
You actually said it right the first time, but most people say Berenstain.
Berenstain?
Berenstain Bears.
Because it's spelled
look,
like
Berenstain Bears Mandela Effect. Oh, this tells you what the
10. Whoa. Read
So-
what is that? 10 creepy things that are a glitch in the Matrix?
So if you grew up remembering the Berenstain Bears as the Berenstain Bears, and you swear the line from Snow White is actually "Mirror, mirror on the wall," then read on for more creepy examples of what's known as the Mandela Effect. The idea that this is weird. Parallel universe, not just coincidence, can explain why so many people collectively remember historical moments incorrectly. That's what that is. So that's actually
So what are other popular?
weird.
So, okay, let's go back to the Humpty Dumpty thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the
What
nursery
Humpty
rhyme.
Dumpty
Sat on the wall.
sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Why
but
is he an
can't-
egg?
Well, but can't you imagine, like, I was going to say, in the initial, like,
No, that's not Mandela Effect. I was actually, how did we get here? I was using my radio voice or my book reading voice to
boy, I
read the
like to
next
read
note.
nursery rhymes.
And there it is. So,
And that got us here.
Humpty Dumpty.
It's just how they put it with the books.
The Humpty. That's all I can think of. Would you say Humpty
He
Dumpty?
he was an anthropomorphic.
Digital Underground.
He is an anthropomorphic egg.
I know anthropomorphic. Yeah, I know anthropomorphism. I can't say it. Anthropomorphism.
So there you have it. Do you know any other of the Mandela Effect things?
No, I thought you were going to
Oh,
scroll
you
down
mean-
for the 10 more creepy ones.
The Mandela effect started by actually Nelson Mandela, not by Nelson Mandela, but
That's what he's most
People
known.
thinking he
That's what he's
died in
most known
prison.
for.
people thought he died in prison.
But he didn't.
Oh, okay.
So they remember a historical event that actually didn't happen.
But I would have said I would have never said that Mandela died in prison. I didn't. He was released. I remember all that.
Right.
Like I want to question reality now that when you bring these up, I want to go.
When did Shirley Temple die?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, how would I know when the
I
death
thought-
date of Shirley
No,
Temple?
I mean, not like, but was she young? Was she old? Do you remember? I thought she was young. She was 85 when she died.
Maybe. You got proof of that? You got a certificate or something?
No.
Oh, what about the loony? What? What is going on?
I don't know, but this whole Mandela effect is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I do now. I didn't, but now I know.
Yeah.
I
I'd
know
like
it's
to.
after
I'd like
battle.
to see more examples of the Mandela effect. My back hurts.
Oh. Maybe it actually doesn't, and you just think it does.
I'm in
and
a
that's the
parallel
Mandela
universe.
effect. Seriously.
No.
It's just gotten so weird.
We had just. This is a crazy rabbit hole we just walked
I
down into.
know. I feel like we can't
Fell
get out.
into.
I think we're like
No,
down
we're
in
out.
the bottom
No,
of it
here, look,
now,
watch.
Like it's
We're
kind
out.
of Alice in Wonderland.
No,
type
we're
thing.
out. Was that Alice in Wonderland?
Well, I know.
I'm teasing.
Well,
No, it
maybe
totally
it
was.
wasn't.
No, it was Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton, best Beetlejuice? Or Tim
As
Burton?
opposed to what other
Didn't
Beetlejuice?
Tim Burton? No, he directed
Tim
Beetlejuice.
Burton was the director, but he
Yeah, that's
did
right.
he did the Alice in Wonderland that was like weird and
Oh,
creepy.
that's
and
right,
he
that's
did the
right.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What was the other movie that some of my kids recently goes, "Oh yeah, that was Tim Burton." I was like, "How do y'all know who Tim Burton?"
Addams
is?
Family?
I might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. Man, I'm really distracted now by trying to think of like
That's
what are
right.
things that like in
That's
your
right.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
They all night googling.
Like, you're like, oh, episode
Oh,
41 came out. Did it? It will now.
Somebody thought it did.
Somebody thought
I was
it
like,
did.
oh yeah, I hit upload, but I hit no load.
You. Yeah.
You got a pretty good outlook for the new year, though.
No.
Did you do anything exciting for the new year, like New Year's Eve? Do you have anything going on?
Well, so
You eat black eyed peas? You listen to
no,
Black
and
Eyed
collard
Peas?
greens. I don't do that. I don't eat that traditional meal. We
I've done
actually
it before, but I do it
started.
this
We
year.
started in our family. We're going to try to eat steaks on New Year's Day.
Okay,
Yeah, so we did that one year and then stopped. Because
it's a great tradition.
steaks are expensive, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? You don't think they're expensive?
No, they are expensive.
Plus, I like to smoke meat. I don't like to grill it anymore. I'm a smoker.
Not a griller.
So I had a couple guys reach out to me. One of them is my brother with some smoker issues.
Yeah, smoker issues.
So
Like
it was interesting.
black lung.
No,
That's like,
I mean stuff like
that's like dudes that work in a coal mine. Sorry.
like, hey, I can't keep the heat up in the smoker. I'm like, I don't know. Mine's electric. I punch it in,
Yeah.
and you know, so yeah, some guys probably.
But like, are
ruin-
you kind of the? Is that like the easy way out to have an electric one? Or do people that are like hardcore? Like, I don't know anything about the smoking world, so don't get
Yeah.
upset at
No,
me.
no. I'm
But
not
like, you know,
upset.
like when people look at you like, he's got an electric smoker, or would they be like, oh, that's a nice? I don't know.
Yeah. So when I first got a
I'm
smoker,
Gently dipping my toe into the water. I'm
yeah.
just listening.
When I first got into the world of smoking, I was given a smoker. It was like had a firebox on the side. So you put charcoal in there, and then you put wood in there for the smoke, charcoal for your heat, and it kind of passes through and smokes the meat. You have to watch that pretty close because your heat is the charcoal.
Right.
So if it goes out, you got to put more in, maintain it, use lump charcoal, all these different kinds of things. So I did that, probably ruined a couple $100 worth of meat because like I had I did a pork butt one time and had to cut the meat off the bone. Like that's how it tasted good, but it did not fall apart like I wanted.
Right.
In the electric smoker, you set the temperature and walk away. And it cooks. Like I set the timer.
How long does it take?
Well, I mean, like I've done a 14-hour smoke.
Like, I might not be hungry in 14 hours. I'm probably
I
gonna
mean-
have 2 or 3 meals between then.
Well, sure,
maybe
you
not
will
two
be
or-
hungry in
maybe
14
not 2 or
hours.
3, but
Like I'll start it at night, and then the next morning get up and tend to it, and then put it back
goodness
in.
gracious.
Yeah, started like at 10 o'clock at night, then 6 in the morning, fiddle with it a little bit, wrap it, put it back in, and then maybe about noon or so,
Yeah.
put it in a towel, drop it in a cooler, and it'll sit for 3 or 4 hours, still piping hot. And then when it's time to eat, when people come over or time for dinner, just
You ever listen to a meat smoking podcast? Probably.
So I do follow a lot of people.
That's a world that I haven't gotten introduced to.
I don't really. This is crazy. I don't want to sit and listen to a podcast. Okay, I know that sounds bad. I want you to sit and listen to a podcast, but I don't want to sit. If you had one, I wouldn't want to watch it. So, however, because of that, I don't watch podcasts. I go to Instagram and I just follow people on Instagram.
Okay.
So you get recipes, stuff like that. So,
There you go.
so I am back into it, smoking a whole lot more. So
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it's good. It's
Good.
good. It's not good for you, but it is good.
Why is it not good for you?
I don't know. That's what they say.
Who's they?
Surely you can't just ingest smoke all the time and think that's great, right?
But you're not inhaling the smoke yourself.
Are we talking about what are we talking about?
Yeah, we
Smoke-
talking about the meat, or we talking about?
Yeah, is that
what are you
bad?
talking about smoking?
Why would that be bad for you?
I don't know. Look it up. You're the.
Is smoked meat bad for you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're putting your face down in there,
There's got to be some carcinogens or something that's in there.
there's carcinogens.
That's what
in
I'm
there.
saying. So that's probably bad for you. So, you know, that bark on the outside has got to be bad. It's all burnt flesh, right? It just tastes good.
Carcinogens.
Put some brown sugar on that. It's good.
Yeah, 'cause brown sugar is great for you.
D'Angelo. People don't even know.
Oh,
They're like, D'Angelo puts brown sugar on.
maybe 2 guys.
Burn
do.
ends?
D'Angelo.
What are you seeing there?
Yeah, I mentioned carcinogens.
Oh.
Smoked meats are associated with an increased risk for certain cancers,
Oh, what?
Hello.
Okay, never mind. Don't read anymore.
stomach infections,
Oh,
Oh, my gosh.
uh,
Well, you know,
stroke, and
you got the bubble guts.
Where-
He said stomach infection.
seriously.
Yeah.
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
He just Debbie Downer over there.
Wah, wah.
y'all asked for it.
Yeah, no, we didn't want that. We didn't want that.
You smoke vegetables?
No, gosh, no. What?
I don't know.
I don't want to put
Like
a single...
corn. You felt like you could smoke some corn?
I'm not smoking corn.
What else could you smoke? I don't. So stupid.
Austin smoked
Don't
some,
people smoke
some
like
cream cheese
like
or something.
pies and stuff like that? Aren't there like berry pies or like I've heard? I'm serious. Like
Pies?
or like smoked desserts. There's something that you
Yeah,
can
oh
put
yeah.
in there.
Sure.
I thought it was probably like a blueberry.
Why you keep slamming your hand on the table?
I don't know. 'Cause
You know,
I'm
we can
trying to
hear that
keep-
every single
I'm trying to
time.
keep the palate wood together.
The pallet wood is staying together. We'll be in the middle of an episode. It's like, doom, doom, doom. I'm in my truck
Yeah.
listening to this, whatever.
Like you said, you didn't listen to it.
Oh. Every now and then I'll listen.
Any podcast.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, boy.
All right, well, that was, do you have any New Year's resolutions for?
Nope, not at all.
None?
Nope. World peace. I really, yeah.
World
I don't
peace.
know that I wrote any down. I mean, that's, you know,
Oh, are you supposed to write it down?
it doesn't happen if it doesn't. If it's not written down.
That's not true. I wrote down a whole bunch
I mean,
of
I got a
stuff.
bunch of stuff to do.
Still didn't happen.
But like,
I'm going to be
I
a
didn't say, like, oh, here's my-
multi-gazillionaire.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Didn't happen yet. Yet.
But it's
Anyway.
going to.
It ain't going to happen.
No,
Are
I
you
don't have
trying
any.
to
I don't have any
speak it into
written
existence. Go ahead.
ex nihilo.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't write down any like resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's got like stuff they want to do,
Yeah.
goals, plans.
Do you have, just give me one. Do you
Events.
have one?
One what? One thing I want to do? I do want to go back to the Grand Canyon. We talked about that earlier. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nobody else seems to want to go right now.
Yeah, it's a bad time to go.
Well, I don't mean like right now. I mean like in the year.
It's a bad time to travel.
Is it?
Yeah. Everything's so expensive.
I know. Says the man who just got back from the Dominican Republic, like within
Well,
a week.
I mean, yes, but that was a mission trip. I mean, it wasn't like
Leisure.
it wasn't like sightseeing, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll take that into consideration.
What?
Your travel advisory that you just gave me.
No, I'm saying like things are still. I don't know. Is it crazy? Are things crazy right now? I noticed gas is going back up.
Yeah.
It went up.
I got excited. It was down. I got some like it was like in the mid twos, like you know, back before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is nope. Just give it a couple days.
Yep. Well, my local gas station was like at $2.99 for the longest time, but it's $3.19 this morning.
Your local gas station.
Yeah, you know the one.
You got to deal with them.
No, I just.
You go to the same gas station every time.
So
do you know the attendant? Does he come out and clean your windshield and
I don't
check your dipstick?
walk into. I don't walk it. What is happening right now?
I don't know. You're just like, I went to my local gas station. You're talking about, you sound like me going to the bank and the post office. It's the equivalent.
Anyway,
This is how you frame it.
you know, there's a gas station that's close to my house that I pass every single day, coming to work, going home from work. That's my local gas station.
Yeah.
And I haven't been inside of a gas station
Okay.
in years.
Like, I like 5 or pump number 10, please. That's all I got left.
You talk to them in a little thing.
Oh, you got to, not am I going in.
You walk into the
I mean,
gas station?
I pay cash. Yeah.
You pay cash for gas?
I do.
Bro, it's
Nothing wrong with that.
2023. Stop all
I
that.
have online banking. I know what's
Get you
up.
some reward points with a
I
credit
can't play
card.
with Bitcoin and stuff like that. That didn't
What?
work out well for people.
Bitcoin?
I'm just saying. Have you ever pumped gas and you're kind of feeling bad about yourself, and then you saw like, you know, you pull up to and you can see how much gas the last person put in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it was $1.13. I was like, oh dang.
Like, they had
maybe my $10 is not so bad.
They had to just get home. That was it.
Have you ever done that? Like, I remember. Okay, this is the worst story. Like, it wasn't like a full tank, but it was probably $15, and I had cash, and it was at my local gas station. And I walked in. I was like, "Hey, gotta get 15 on 3." Then I walked outside, got my car, and drove off. And about half a mile down the road, I was like, "I never pumped the gas."
Oh, my gosh.
Like I just wasted $15.
You know, I'm always
Don't tell my wife I did that. This was like 10 years ago, but still.
I'm always afraid that when I put the card in there, like if I pull up and it says like $90 and I put the card in there, I'm thinking, what if they just went out and didn't pay and it's me paying for it now? So every time I like hit
Just put
cancel.
it on the next guy. Yeah, pay it forward.
Pay it forward with gas. I hit cancel a couple times. I'm like, oh, okay, here goes. Here goes nothing.
When I was
I do that every time.
when I was like 17 or 18, I remember I drove off with the gas, with the hose still in the thing.
Oh, and that was before they had the breakaway hoses, right?
Yeah, so it broke the little door on my gas.
What is wrong with your voice? It broke the door.
That's all those carcinogens that I've been inhaling from
my
the smoked meat that I've never eaten.
That's all it did? Break the little door off?
Yeah, like on the.
You didn't cause like a massive fire or explosion or anything?
It didn't, but.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
I remember back in the day, I used to grab the hose and lift it up.
Yeah,
try
shake
to
it
get
out a little bit.
all
Get
the little trickle,
that's
down through
another
there.
nickel, man. Seriously.
It's just like, and then I think to myself, once I crank my truck, all that's gone.
Yeah, seriously.
So
It adds up.
now it's just like, put on the credit card. We have like one credit card we do everything with, and then we just, pay it off, whatever. So we get reward points. I like reward points. I'm a sucker for reward points.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll retire on your reward points.
Like you sign up for a new credit card. I haven't done that in forever, but you sign up for a new card, and they're like, we'll give you $100. And so you're like, oh man, I can get $100 if I sign up for this credit card.
I've done that before.
But the terms, there's like a $95
Yeah.
APR, right?
You need your first child.
Yeah. And then it's like, and then when you spend the first $5,000 and pay it off in the first 3 weeks, then we'll give you $100. And it's just like, oh man, so let me go buy $5,000 of worthless trash that I don't need.
Right.
Just so I can get that $100.
I need to make $22 purchases somewhere.
Or like set up a direct deposit.
Do you remember
I don't
know if we talked about this on here, but do you remember the first credit card you got?
I was hoping you wouldn't talk about that.
No, I'm not trying to get down into our credit history because my initial was not so great. But I remember, because now they talk about on a college campus, or if you're out in the mall or something, and they're trying to get you, like if you're flying, you're gonna get 100,000 points.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like, that would be
Sounds
a free
great.
trip. That'd be $300-$400. That's not bad. I remember in college, walking out of the dining hall, the cafeteria, and the table was set up. It was like a Visa or something. I didn't have one. I was like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, I guess.
Right.
It was not even a T-shirt. It was a pack of peanut M&Ms. Basically cost me about $3,000 later on. I mean, as far as what I ran, just not knowing. And, I mean, I got it all cleaned up and everything.
Yeah.
But I look back and I was like, I just wanted the M&Ms.
You could have spent $1.50.
Seriously.
Instead, you
Probably
spent
did. I could have spent
3 grand.
33 cents at the Walmart at my local gas station.
I did that in our little student center. I got a Visa, a MasterCard, and a Discover. And I got 3 free T-shirts out of it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So what I did was,
I was dumb.
I was like, hey, it's free money. And so as long as you pay the $29 a month, you're good to go. So I maxed it out. I remember that year specifically, Old Navy came to town. Old Navy was a brand new store. Okay, it was Young Navy at the time, right? It was infant.
Infant Navy. Baby.
Oh, I just bit my lip. Oh, gosh.
Did you have a stroke or something? I just bit my lip.
Oh, my gosh. That was so painful. Anyway. So I went and maxed out a card at Old Navy. Bought all new clothes, man. I was super excited.
All right, I think we need to. I have to shut this. Would you like for me to shut it down?
That hurt pretty good.
Goodness gracious.
So anyway, yeah. So kids nowadays don't go to college and get credit cards. It's not worth it.
Just don't go to college.
It's a trap.
It's not worth it.
Whoa. I didn't say that. I would say don't get a credit card. It's a trap.
Or at least get more than what we got when we signed up.
Yeah, do it for more than a T-shirt. Are my eyes watering yet? Don't do it for more than a T-shirt and a bag of M&Ms.
Seriously.
That's our advice to you. We impart great knowledge to our.
That's what we do
to our people because we love you. That was a great episode.
Wait, are we done? Was that the ending? Or
I think that was the ending. I'm done.
Land in the plane.
I feel like I'm just.
Got a hunk of
I'm drinking my own blood right now. Yeah.
I got some smoked meat in my.
Yeah, man, that hurt real good, real bad.
Wait, are we still going?
No, I think we're done.
Is the episode over? Or are we still talking?
It's definitely over.
Okay, good.
Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you guys. Kyle, any parting words?
Nope. Hope to see you guys at my local gas station.
We'll see you next time.
Awesome.